size?
It comes on the you want on the side, yeah.
역시 맛있게 보이는
Get back, stay up. I can see you hungry me.
I want just spice. I'm not like
I just got a cream brulee cake because strawberry. Yeah.
latte? A long time ago I did. 옛날에는 그랬는데 these days
What happened?
우리가 너무 생각했어.
What's this?
tried to, didn't she? Come on, we'll go tell Uncle Henry and Auntie Ann. Why can't
Look at the cycles under my eyes.
Melt it a little bit.